Hello everyone, this is Sir Smith with That Ink's Popping, where the ink does what it says, it pops. In today's tutorial, we will be removing unwanted ink from your Epson ET-8550 printer. Okay? Now, you guys will love this video. It is very easy to do. It's not hard at all. With that being said, let me get to some of the things that you will need, okay? First of all, you guys, we will need some syringes, okay? I will explain why this syringe here has a broken needle head from its tip, okay? And you'll see why I do that for. But for now, I'm just going over some of the things that we need, okay? Let's say here, you will need syringe. No. You will need tubing for your syringe. You know, your syringe and the tubing, okay? We will need paper towels, okay? We will need Phillips head screwdriver and some type of flat, skinny. It don't have to be screwdriver, but hey, flathead screwdriver. But you need something that will be skinny and flat like what I'm using here, okay? And you guys will see later why, because on the side of the print head, it's a little tab that need to be snapped back in order to remove the cover from the print head. And that's the reason why we would need some type of utensil that has a flat head in order to do that, okay? Now, for you folks that a clean freak, you need some gloves, all right? And you also need your bottles where you put back the ink that you no longer want, okay? You could use the bottles that came with your printer, or the bottles that you bought, and you just put back the ink back into it, or some type of empty container, all right? Okay. All right, now before we get into the tutorial, I want to share with you guys a product that we have, okay? As you guys see here, we have Sublimation Ink, but each Sublimation Ink comes with 135 milliliters of Sublimation Ink inside of it, okay? So you guys could go to a website and check that out, all right? And I'm telling you, you will get the bang for your bucks, all right? So with that being said, let me say this also. I will be zooming back and forth. I will be moving the camera, get a close up because I don't have any help. So guys, this video will be kind of shaky. It will be a little, movement here and there, but you guys understand. I'm trying to make you guys happy, so I know you guys can bear with that, right? Great. So with that being said, I would be right back after this brief intro. Thank you guys so much.
You know it's hard out here for that inks when your printer's not printing what you think. We have all the colors that you may need from a company that name is That Ink's Popping. Hard out here for that inks when your printer's not printing what you think. We have all the colors that you may need from a company that name is That Ink's Popping.
Okay, everyone, we are back. Okay, now let's say you guys have your printer on already, okay, which is cool, which is fine, all right? So what we're going to do is that to get into the tutorial, in order for us to drain out the ink, we need to lift up the lid of our printer, okay, until it clicks, all right? You see the LCD screen? You know, I lift that up a little bit to get out the way so we can see our print head and access it better without bumping and hitting with our arms or whatnot. And also for the tutorial. All right. Now we need to access the cartridges that's within this print head, but we have to remove the cover here first, okay? Now, but before we do that, we need to have this printer head unlock itself, okay? And in order to do that, the reason why we want to unlock the print head is that we want to be able to freely move it so we can be able to look at one side and click on the tab. That's why, as I was telling you guys earlier, this is what we need this for here, okay? Because on each side of the print, the print head of the cover of the print head, there are gonna be two little tabs that we have to, snap it apart, okay? All right. Now, in order for us to get the print head to be moved, to be able to move freely, we need to power it down so that it can do its thing. You know how the printer does. It'll move. But the goal is to unplug it, once it get to the middle, or some people, they like for it to go here, then come back and unplug it in, okay? So in order for us to do that, we will, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is what I'm going to do. I'm just gonna unplug it while it's power off. The printer does not like that, okay? But you'll understand why I'm doing that, okay? So that we can skip some steps. So I'm going to unplug the printer. As you see, it's powered off. Okay, now, here I go again. Here I go, about to plug the printer back in. And, okay. All right, so it's powering on. You see the blinking there? All right. Okay, now look at the print head. It's moving. Okay. You see what it did? Okay. So now, before we get to the middle part, I want to unplug it right. Here we go. So keep your eye on it. Let's see if I did in time. Bingo, I did. Woo. But I got lucky because I'm gonna click back to its original point. But what you want to do is, you know what? Hey, once it moves in this area here, unplug that joker, okay? Because you don't want to have to do the step all over again. It's not like it take forever. But hey, if you wanted to go ahead and save up some time, try to unplug it once it get here. Remember, have it powered on, then unplug it. Okay? Then once you wait a little bit, then plug it back in. It's gonna do its little thing that you seen earlier. Then once it move, by here, unplug it. Because if you wait to get here and you try to unplug it, it'll lock here. You had two locking areas. So you want to try to unplug it here, or if you can, do like I did. Once it seemed like it, then unplug it, okay? All right. Now, you guys remember I said earlier within the video, I said that I would be zooming in and out. I would be moving the camera in different angles. So please bear with me because I have to do that, okay? All right, now I'm about to zoom in. Okay. And the reason being is that, and I'm about to move the camera up some. It's gonna be a little shaky. Please bear with me. Don't be mad at me. Okay, here we go. We want to unscrew two of these screws here, okay? And that's why we would take our Phillips head screwdriver in order to do that. Okay, I'm tilted up a little bit. Come out. Okay. And I'm just going to unscrew these screws here. Screw number one. And remember, I'm doing it by myself, so it could be shaky here and there. Please bear with me. Please don't be mad at me. And put the screw to the side. And I'm about to do screw number two. Take the screw, put it to the side. Okay. Now I'm gonna set the camera down. All right, here we go. All right. Now, since we are able to move the print head freely as we like, okay? As you see here, I'm able to move it, you know, the way I want to move it. Don't make no difference, okay? I want to, let me see if I can show you guys. I have a flashlight, and let's see here. We're gonna have to get very close and personal with this. All right, here we go. I'm using my phone as a flashlight. All right. Okay, now guys, I'm about to move the camera so I can get closer, so I can show you guys what we're looking for here. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do this side first. They're gonna be our left. So I'm going to take the camera. I'm going to move it over a little bit. Okay. I'm turning it, angle it. All right, guys. Y'all will see here. It's a little latch where when you try to move it, you see how I'm trying to move the lid, and it won't let me because there's a little latch that need to be pushed back. Okay, so let me move the camera again, so I get up to the printer. Lift my lid back up. And I want to take that latch, push it down, push it away. You guys will see it, okay? Push it away. And boom, there we go. See, you guys would see, let's see if I can, this little latch here I'm talking about, okay? Let me get the camera to zoom in on it. Focus on it, man. You see? Okay. That's you just taking whatever you're using, and you just want to press it, and just press away from the side of the print head. Okay. You guys, you believe me, you guys smart. You'll figure that out. Okay. Then once you do that, as you see, now just lift like so, and we can access our print head. All right. There we go. All right. I don't know about this thing here. Let me close this thing again. Okay, so it's locked. You want to mess with me? Okay, here we go. All right. Now, let me see if I zoom out. Okay, no, I'm keeping the zoom in. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm tilting up the camera so that we can see better what's going on here. All right. As you see here, let me see here. Okay. As you see here, each cartridge has its marked color on them with dots. Okay. This here is your gray. This is your magenta, yellow, cyan, photo black, and black. Okay. What we need to do, which is so easy, is we need to take like a fingernail, or let's say you don't have a fingernail, we need to take something that's thin, and we need to gently pry apart just a little bit, like a start, okay? Just like a start. That's all you want to do, a start. For me, I use my nail, okay? Because what I want to do is I use my nail, and I gently, boom, do that, okay? I'm doing the next one. And as you see, gently do it, and boom, okay? It get kind of messy, and that's what you have your paper towels for. Okay, so what I would do, okay, check this out, guys. I would do it one at a time. Okay, before I snap the next one, I would complete one job. Then I would move to the next one. Okay, so I'm gonna just use this one here as an example. You know, I'm just gonna snap snap it back on, push it back on. Be gentle. Okay, don't use a nail. Push it back on. Just kind of wiggle back on there and get it back flush back with this tab here. Okay. So excuse me, my hand gonna be in the way for a moment, but you guys get the point. I just want to use my finger to kind of push it up there flush. Boom, there we go. Okay, so I'm only gonna do one draining of a color. Okay, and the color I'm going to drain is the gray. It's no need for me to do every last one of them, because you got to, you get the point. Once I do this one here, show you guys how to do this here. All you gotta do the same thing for the next, 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 so on and so on. Okay. All right. Now, let me show you guys something. Turn off my phone right quick. All right, here we go. Okay. Let me. Bear with me. I'm looking for my syringe needle, because I'm gonna give you guys some jewel today, okay? Come on. I don't know why they act like they don't want to stay up there. So let me let the camera go back. I'm gonna let the lid go down for now until I get my syringe needle head, okay? Okay? So if you guys hear me, I'm trying to find my syringe needle head, which I have one. All right, check this out. Okay. So I'm gonna lift up, back up the lid, and get it to click. Hopefully it'll stay there. Okay. All right. Now, I have my syringe here. Let me back off of it so we could talk about this for a moment. I have my syringe, okay? I said syringe. I have my needle head, okay? Needle tip. I have my dull needle tip, okay? And as you guys see here, it doesn't have the needle. I did that on purpose. I broke it from the part here, the white part there. I broke it from the white part here, as you can see on this one here too, because it make it easy to just push into the tubing and to extract the ink out of. Okay, so let me show what I did. All I did was I just took my nail from this part here. I just took my nail. You see this part here? I'm getting close up in the camera, so bear with me, okay? I mean, remember I told you guys it's not going to be professional, because hey, I don't have that type of equipment. I just got to make do what I have. And I'm just going to take my nail and I'm going to snap it right there, okay? You see I did? And look, I removed it. Okay? You see? I disposed of this. And we are left with this, okay? Then, the syringe I'm using, I'll just take my cap here and just put it, put it on it like so, okay? As you guys see, I had this already done, okay? I'm just showing you guys for what I do, okay? It's so simple. I know y'all like, wow, that's it? Yes, that's it, okay? And you guys are gonna love how I did this, because it's simple. Watch, okay? Let me open back a lid for the printer. I might have to find something to keep it from let me see here, because this is working my nerves. Okay, keep it level. There we go. Boom. All right. Okay. Now we're getting back to the printer. Okay. Remember, guys, I told you it's gonna be kind of shaky at times. Bear with me. Please don't be mad at me. Okay. Oh. Okay. Let me slide this printer head over, okay? I almost forgot. Let me lift up this LDC screen out the way. Okay. As you guys already know, when you lift this up here, this here is where you access your tank to putting ink in, okay? Now, each color that you are extracting ink from, you want to make sure you open up this tab. It give it better airflow, so when you're extracting your ink out of it, it won't be so hard, okay? So I kind of do it like that, so it could be out your way for the video, okay? But for the video, you guys understand what I'm saying, right? So while you're at home, you guys will have this up, okay? Or maybe not. Maybe you could take like something like this, and you could just do this, okay? Get out the way, because the point is we don't want it to shut where it stop any airflow for going in, okay? So let's say you have something, and you just want to just say, okay, let me move this a little bit, and you just want to do this, okay? Boom. All right. Hope you guys seen that. Okay. If you didn't, let me do it again, okay? Because I wasn't paying attention to the camera. Okay. I'm taking like a little flat object, and I'm sitting on top of the caps, the lid caps, and I'm going to not close it, but just set this on it gently, where it won't close all the way, where air still flowing, where air can flow gently through the tubing, okay? And I'll just close this here, like so. Boom. Okay, here we go. And the reason being, again, because if you don't, it will be hard to extract that ink out the way you want it, okay? So, with that being said, let's get into it. Let me set the camera. I'm set it like this. Yeah, you should be able to see. Okay. Okay, now I have my syringe, right? That I broke the needle from. And I left this little white tip on it, okay? My syringe that I broke the needle from, and I left the white tip on it, okay? You guys see that, right? So all I'm doing is, when I grab this tubing here, my ink tubing, trying to move. You see here, right? Let me do this a little bit. Okay. I just want to take this part here, and I just want to push it in and twist. Okay, let me try to. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna grab my tube here. I'm gonna take the white part of the syringe here, and I just want to twist it in. Not hard, guys. Just gently twist, okay? Just enough. You just want to get enough in there. Just enough. We're not trying to cover up the whole tap. The whole thing. As you see here. Let me zoom in here. Not zoom, but let me focus. Okay. Let me get the camera closer, so you guys can see what I have going here. You see, it's in there. When I shake a little bit, it's there. I just want to put the tip in there, okay? I just want to put the tip in there, okay? You guys understand? I just want to put the tip only, all right? That's all I want to do, just the tip, okay? Now, once I have the tip in there, if you want to, you can hold the tubing and the tip at the same time while you extract, while you pull up on your syringe, and you will see. Look at that. Look at that. Y'all see? Y'all see that? So easy. And once you have it up all the way, you would just grab the tubing at the tip of your syringe tip and just hold it, and you would just twist it off and let that lay a little bit. And as you see here, right, we have our ink inside of our syringe. And all you have to do now is get your bottle or container and just squirt it inside. You know, just squirt it inside of the bottle, okay? And that's what I'm about to get ready to do, okay? So bear with me. I'm twisting, open up my bottle. Okay? Now I'm just taking my syringe and I'm replacing the ink inside of it, into it. Push it. There we go. So easy to do that, okay? And I'm gonna back off because you guys get the point now. All I'm doing now is I'm taking my syringe again. I'm going to grab the tubing. Here's my syringe. I just want to put the tip in. You know, if you had to, wipe off the excess ink on there if you have to, okay? With your paper towel. And I just want to just put the tip back in, all right? And twist gently. There we go. Okay? And see my level here? Hope y'all could. No, you can't. So what I'm going to do is back off a little bit. Boom. Now y'all can. Y'all see my ink levels? Now y'all remember I'm doing the gray. Okay? So it will go down some once I pull on this, okay? So what I'm going to do again is I'm going to pull up and get that ink. Okay? Once I have it the way once I have it full, I'm gonna come back closer. Y'all see that? Once I have it full, y'all see the ink in there. So y'all see that what I'm telling you guys, it actually worked, right? Cool. Okay. And we just grab the tubing at the tip of our syringe and twist it off. Lay down your tubing gently, like so, whatever. Take your bottle, take your ink, and just put it back inside of your bottle, okay? Boom. That's it. Okay? Now, we are not done, okay? Here comes the fun, another part we have to do, okay? All right. Now, you guys will need to purchase a tubing, you know, rubber tubing. And remember, guys, I have this on my website, okay? If it's not on there today, it'll be on there tomorrow morning. But these will be available for purchase sometime today or tomorrow, okay? What we're trying to do is, you see this syringe here, we need to twist this on. We need to take the tip and twist it on there, okay? So, let me back off. No, let me zoom out. Boom, okay? And move the camera a little bit so you guys can watch me kind of fight with this thing here. I'm just gonna, so y'all see what I'm doing. It's gonna be like a little fight, but hey, it's not hard. Once you get it, it's gonna go. You have to work it on there. Okay, see? You see? You see? See what I'm doing? Okay. You see what I did? Yes, you just, then y'all, once you get on there, just twist. Your hand may get sweaty, wipe it off somewhere, and start back twisting again until you get it deep enough where you feel comfortable with using it, okay? And that's what we're doing, see? Okay? Now, I gotta bring the camera back up because we're gonna move this tube here out the way As you guys knew at the beginning, right? The tubing was on the cartridge here with this little needle thing here. Let me move this back. Not move back, but move it up so you guys can see better. Okay. Let me zoom in. Boom. Great. Okay. All right. Check this out. As you guys see here, that each tubing is on flashlight. Ooh, better. Much better. To see better. Let me see here. Okay. You see here, there's where we move the tip, there's a little, I guess, tip substance where the tube go and, go over, okay? This tip substance go into the tubing. All we're doing now with our syringe with the tubing, we're going to do the same thing there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our syringe in the tube and we're just going to push it onto the tip like we were placing the original tubing. Okay, so I'm just going to press it on there, push it on there, use my fingers, be gentle now. Make sure you take your time, no rush, make it flush. Boom, okay? Hope y'all can see that. Let's see if I have to use my flashlight. Hope y'all can see that, okay? I have it flush with my tubing, okay? Now, what we're doing is we're going to try to extract as much of the ink out of the cartridge as possible, okay? Now, remember this, guys. You will not be able to extract all of the ink from this cartridge, okay? But we're going to do as much as we can, all right? And I will explain later what we're going to do that will compensate for that, okay? So for now, I'm put my phone down. I'm grabbing, my tube here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull. So you guys can see. Okay. So you guys can see. Now, when you pull, you're going to have to, let me back off. Yes. And let me angle different. This is very important for you guys to know. Before I pull, I'm going to tell you guys how, when I pull, it's going to try to suck itself back in there. It's like it's just going, this part here is going to try to go back in it. It's gonna be like a sucking, it's gonna be like a sucking motion thing going on here. But you don't want that. What you want to do is when you pull, keep it from going back down. Keep this part here from going back down. So it's gonna be a struggle. You may, if you have somebody, you get somebody to help you out, because once you pull, you're gonna keep it from going back down. As you see here, I hope y'all can see that. You see it's little ink in there, right? It's not gonna be much each time you do it. Remember, take your fingernail at the tip of the tubing and just push away like so. You see that? Okay. Then you then replace the ink, put it into your bottle. All right. And don't forget your paper towels, just in case you make some type of mess, because it can get a little messy. Okay? Can get a little messy. Let me clean up a little bit here, because they get a tiny bit. I'm a neat freak, so when it comes to my equipment. I know people say, hey, why you put the gloves on? Hey, I can always wash my hands. But I can't always wash my equipment like I want to. So yes, I do try to take care of it. The thing's expensive. All right. Now, I wouldn't too much worry about trying to get all the ink out of these cartridges here. What I would do is, I would do maybe 2 to 3 times, maybe 4, because you'll start getting air bubbles. Then you're like, hey, it tell you, hey, that's all we could extract. Because it's not like we could take out the cartridges It's not like we took out the cartridges and turned it upside down, okay? All right, but don't worry because there's something else we're going to do, okay? Now, what we're going to do is, we're going to place the tubing back on the tip of the cartridge. We might told you to be gentle. Okay. Make sure it's flush. If y'all can see that. Make sure it's flush. Okay. Don't use a nail to peach and then just use the finger. Use the finger, not the nail, to get it flush. Boom. Okay. We want to touching the plastic parts here, each one of them. Okay. Now, remember, you can do this for each cartridge. Okay. You'll take your tubing, syringe tubing, and you'll pull out each, maybe what, 2 or 3 times, do it 2 or 3 times. Then, hey, it just put your ink back into your bottle, okay? Boom. All right. Now, let me zoom out. Hold on. Oh, come on, camera. All right, boom. Give me some space here. Okay, let's turn it back around here so we go. All right, check this out, guys. When we the reason why I said don't worry, you know what? We're gonna get back to that in a moment. What we're gonna do now first is we're going to go ahead and close this and close the lid to our tank here, right? And we are going to move the print head over so that we can replace our cover, okay? And you guys will see how to do that because, like I told you, you guys will be able to see both sides where one is like a latch. And only thing you're doing is put it back down. Okay, but let me show you guys on this side here. I'm moving the camera again, so please bear with me, okay? So I'm gonna do a zoom. Boom. Oh, heck yeah, good, great. So bear with me, okay? Let me get my phone for the flashlight. All right, okay. You see here, there's this right here. Okay. There's a latch too. You wanna make sure that your cover on the other side go over this latch here, okay? So please bear with me, guys. Like I told you, I'm on the one on using this camera, and I'm doing the best I can for y'all, okay? So please don't be mad at me, please. Over that latch there, okay? Because when you come over, you'll see. Okay, let me show y'all here. Where is that? Move it down a little bit. Y'all will see that there's a spot here that this latch we're going to, that this cover, okay, let me set the camera back up. Okay, we still see the print head, right? Cool. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Okay, so imagine I'm put the cover back. No, it did too much. Boom, here we go. Sorry about that. All right, now imagine we put the cover back on here, right? You see this here has this little clip here on the lid. You see this here? It had a little clip here on the lid. But on this side here, it doesn't. But as y'all see on the print head, this side here is meant to go over the clip that's on the print head. So all we're doing now is that we're going to place it. Let me see. Okay, cool. All you're doing now is just making sure, you'll be able to see it. You'll get up there yourself, and you just want to move the camera back. Okay, cool. Here we go. Yeah. You just want to make sure you taking it and placing back in the right spot. Then you'll come to the other side before you snap down. Okay. What I would do, I would snap down the right hand side first. Let me see if I'm right. No, let me slide it back over so I'm some more room. Okay. I'll slide down. No. Okay. It's not hard. It's just irritating when you're by yourself and you're trying to hold the flashlight at the same time and you're trying to do a video at the same time. But you guys would get it, okay? Because I'm gonna put this down and so I can go ahead and do what I need to do. Y'all will see what you have to do. But what you want to do is I don't know why it's making like it's hard when it's not really hard. Okay. That's what it is. There we go. All right, let me tell y'all this here, okay? When you do it on the printhead here, when we put back the lid, the cover back on the printhead, you know, you want to have it tilted. You know, then you snap, you know, tilt it, press it down into that little slot there. Then you come back and pop it over the other spot here, okay? So, as you see here, it's there. As you see, I hope y'all can see that, but I'm not sure or not. But hey, you guys will see, you guys will get the point, okay? All right. Now what's left to do is just put back in our screws. So let me do that. Screw number one. Okay. There we go. Had the screw number one in there, and here goes screw number two. There we go. Go screw number two. All right. Now, what's all left that we need to do is that we need to, if not already, close. You know, remove your item if you choose to use an item to lay on top of there, and so you can maybe close the top, close the lid. Let's go ahead and power on our printer. So let me move you guys so y'all can see me do that stuff. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take my cord and I'm plugging it at the back, okay? And remember, when y'all plug it in, the printer and the printhead is going to act funny. Not funny like a bad way. It's just gonna, because it don't like to be unplugged like that, okay? It like to be shut down the normal way, where you just hold the button and say yes to it, okay? The printhead is going to do its thing because it's trying to locate itself, okay? Because it's like the heart, you know, it's like the heart, the brain. It's trying to find itself wherever it's at on the track. It is going to do its thing. And y'all will see that too. Okay? See? See that? Okay. And boom. Now it's locked back in place. All right. Now, y'all will get a message on the LCD screen. Let me lift it up. Let me lift this up some so y'all can see it, okay? All right. Y'all get a message, which is not nothing important, nothing serious. Here, okay? The printer may not print correctly because the power was turned off improperly. Performing a printhead and all the check is recommended. To turn the printer off, press and hold, wait until the power light stop flashing. Blah, 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 blah. Dismiss that, okay? I'm just showing y'all what it's gonna do. Do not be alarmed. Don't be shooken or scared or whatnot, okay? So then gonna pop up next. They're gonna say print head knot check. Nope. We're gonna skip that too. We're gonna get out of there. Boom. All right. Now, let me scroll it back down some so y'all can see. Back off a little bit. Remember I told y'all, guys, it's gonna be a little shaky here and there because I don't have anyone to help me out. Okay. Now what we're going to do, we're going to open up the lid here. Okay. They say when filling the ink, make sure not to squeeze the ink bottle. I have to show y'all. Hold on. Okay, here we go. When you lift up the lid, let me close it again. But when you lift it up, this message is gonna pop up. And I know y'all see that. Okay? Y'all, if you want to, you can read it. I would. So you can educate yourself. Remember, when y'all filling the bottles, you never squeeze. The only thing you're doing is just sit on top and, pushing that down. That's it. No squeeze, and it's going to do its own thing, okay? So, I only did the gray one. Remember that, right? You guys would do every one, y'all would do all 6 of them, but I only did the gray for the sake of the tutorial, okay? So, let me take my gray, put the top on it, switch it out, take the top off. I have my gray, okay? So, when filling ink, make sure not to squeeze, blah, blah, blah. Make sure, ink, so. And I'm just going to say proceed. Okay? Then it say, refill the ink up to the upper line. Set the proceed button with blah, 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 blah. They say a proceed button after refilling to update the ink level. Okay? So what we're doing here, we're going to refill the ink up to the upper line on the ink tank, okay? But what I'm gonna say here is don't use a lot of ink for now, because there's another thing we're gonna be doing. Cause we're gonna be doing like a flush, okay, to get that old ink out of the cartridges. Get that old ink out of the cartridges that we wasn't able to get everything out of. Cause you guys would be printing a bunch of like the CMYK a purge file. Y'all be printing purge file. I would do like, let me see, 20 of them on some plain paper. I'll do about 20 of them, okay? Until you get that old ink pushed out, then you may not need 20, but hey, until you get the colors the way you want it to look, I would do about 20, 15, 20. Hold on, let me see. How many purge files? You know what? Let's say 10. Okay, let's do 10, about 10 purge files. And if you guys haven't joined my website, if you guys haven't joined my Facebook page, I have the 6 color purge file able, for you guys to download, okay? All right. So we're going to proceed button after refilling to update the printhead level, okay? So what we're going to do now is that we're going to lift up the lid. Now remember, I only did one, right? But you guys did all of them. So once you get through filling one, You'll take it, to remove the bottle. You'll close, the cap. And you'll do the next one, okay? So on and so on, all right? So, but I'm going to do the gray for here because I want to place my gray. So remember, do not squeeze the bottle. Only thing you're doing is tilting it. Okay. Now, if your key not in the right position, just twist it. And come on, key. Oh, I did wrong. Uh-oh. I left it for too long. Okay, here we go. So let me get that ink. All right. Okay. So here we. Okay, what's going on there? Usually don't take that long. There we go. Oh, I had to do a little push down. My fault, y'all. I had to push down. I didn't push down hard enough. Okay. So don't be a knucklehead like I did, and be gentle. Well, you want to be gentle, but you want to give a little push down so that key could snap into place. Okay. So as you see, the level went from half. You remember, if you guys remember, pay attention. It went from half to now full. Okay. So I let it do its thing. All right. And then I would pull up, be gentle with it. I don't want to be cocky. Any spillage or anything, just take a paper towel and just kind of, dab in there if you have to around the edges until you get it clean the way you want it to look or whatnot. Okay. So I need to do it again. Just make sure. Because you don't want to have any thick ink buildup residue in there. You don't want it like that. Cool, that's better. Okay. All right. So I will close the lid here, the tab, and I'll close the lid. Okay. Now, up here, I would say proceed. Okay. They say select the colors you refill, and I would say gray. And I would say proceed. And here it say, is the ink in gray fill up to the upper line? Yes. Okay. Now it's saying ink level for gray has been set. Okay. Boom. All right. Check this out now, okay? Once you guys repeat the step for each one of these here, right? We want to go ahead. Let me zoom out. All right. The camera gonna shake a little bit because I'm kind of tilting up straight. Okay. Boom. All right. Okay, here we go. Okay, once you guys have filled up everything and you guys are satisfied, we want to do it like let me close the lid first. Let me do it the right way, okay? We want to close the lid. Lift up your LCD screen where you can see and work, where you want to work, how you want to work it, whatnot. Okay? And we want to, I hate this, where you by yourself and you try and do everything at the same time. We want to go over to maintenance. Go to maintenance. And guess what, y'all? We want to do a power clean, okay? So we hit that, and you can read that power head clean and does not prove, blah, 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 blah. And we want to do that, print quality does not improve. Okay, we want to do that. I'm gonna say one time. Okay, let's do that one time. But I'm not gonna do that. Well, yes I am. Yes I am. Yes I am. Yes I am. I'm gonna go ahead and go say okay. Check the instructions shown in the following screen. Enter the check and proceed to the next step. Perform power cleaning, and you just say yes. Okay. I'm not going to do that because I didn't replace my ink with any other kind of ink, but you guys will. Okay. Now, once you finish doing your power cleaning, okay, once it's done, you want to go back. You want to do a print head nozzle check, okay, to see how you'll see. Do a print head nozzle check. Choose your paper size, whatnot, whatever, and say print. I'm gonna do that, okay? So you guys can see that part. And the reason why I'm doing my nozzle check so I can see, make sure my grade is acting right. Since I did some of that pulling out ink from the cartridge point. Now, if I find that my grade is not acting right, in which let me see. Okay. Now you see here, my grade is not showing. That's fine. Okay, I don't have a problem with that because that's when I would do my purge file. I would do my purge file as many times I need it until it show up. Okay, because the ink had to go back and fill itself back into that cartridges. Okay, so but you guys will be fine because when y'all do that power clean, it would charge up the ink for that part. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video and I'm going to take the printer back to my computer and I'm going to do a purge head, purge head print. Okay, I'm gonna do a purge head print. Okay, so if I stop the video, then I'm gonna come back for that part. All right.